Okay, we have another guest with us, and if you haven't noticed yet, this is Miss Bull. Mrs. Bull. Okay. And we're doing kind of a culture show today. So what culture are you here to represent?
Well, I'm from the Netherlands.
Okay.
So that would be the
Holland?
Holland or Dutch culture.
Okay. And we're here to talk about, you got a lot of things here, right? With you today, and you want to explain what you have and what they are?
Well, I would like to explain something else, because the Dutch culture is very important for this area, because in the 17th century this area was settled by the Dutch, and next Thursday a group of Schenectady citizens are leaving for the Netherlands to visit Nijkerk, which is our sister city. And the city was settled by a man named Arend van Curler. And Arend van Curler came over here from the Netherlands, from Holland, and settled here in the Schenectady area, and Nijkerk is our sister city. And John, there is a youth exchange also between Schenectady and Nijkerk. That is, you have to be 16, but I would say take your camera, get ready, prepare yourself for that and go. You would have a ball
Were
in the
you
Netherlands.
born in the Netherlands?
Yep. I was.
Where?
I was born in the Netherlands, in a town named Velsen, but I lived most of my life in Beverwijk, which means beaver area. And Albany in the 17th century was also called for a while Beverwijk, beaver area, because of the beavers and, as you might well know, the valuable beaver skins. So it was quite surprising for me to come from Beverwijk to Beverwijk.
Oh, so you're in Schenectady, now you're in Schenectady, Capital District?
Now I live in Schenectady.
Okay.
Right?
And how long have you been here in Schenectady?
30 years.
30 years? Wow, so you've been here like 3 decades.
That's right.
And what do you have for us today?
Well, I thought, John, getting out here quickly.
Yes, it was a last minute thing.
It was a last minute thing, and my son was so impressed that you dared to do that, have your own show and call people, that he urged me to go and come over.
So
because he knows I usually have some wooden shoes, and I have the dolls. Well, I think a lot of people thinking about Holland, they think about wooden shoes and tulips and windmills. So I brought you some of the wooden shoes, and basically this is a costume from an area called Staphorst, and these would be the wooden shoes that gal would be wearing. Now, this is what most people know, and it's the costume. Let me take her on my lap, maybe. Can you see that? No, she doesn't want to really sit on my lap. But this is the costume from Volendam, and most of the people know that costume because it is a very famous tourist area. Now, with that costume, you would wear black slippers. And you would wear, it's a very old hat, and that's basically the Dutch type of hat that would go with this costume. Now, a lot of people come back with wooden shoes, and they have windmills on them, but basically those are the wooden shoes that are sold as souvenirs. They are not worn, but the big white wooden shoes are still worn today in the Netherlands.
Are they comfortable?
They're very comfortable. I dance in them even. And the trick there is that if you want to go inside, you basically wear like black slippers, and you leave your dirty wooden shoes outside, and you walk inside the house with those slippers. And the wooden shoes are very good for sort of soggy soil, and Holland has a lot of that, so it's very handy. People use it for gardening, and on farms they still wear the wooden shoes.
A lot of wooden shoes, different kinds, right? What kind of wooden shoes are there? I see designs on there.
Yeah, usually some of them. Currently, most of the designs are basically this. And the white ones. That's the current design. But you could look at the decoration on the wooden shoe, and you would know where people came from. Currently, I would say if you were to go to the Netherlands and look at kids your age, I have nephews your age. They look exactly the same as American kids.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, we don't have much time, so I just want to go right into foods.
Foods.
What kind of foods do they have very quickly?
Very quickly.
Yeah.
Well, I think the Dutch always have been known for sweets, and so you have wonderful pastries. And then the one thing the Dutch really like is raw herring. Now I know that is something that the American people might not exactly get excited over, but it's a very famous thing. And when film stars visit the Netherlands, they always make sure that they pick up a herring and then eat it just like that.
Okay, we got another question for you, and by Jasmine. She has another question, so she could say it a little loud this time. I'll repeat it, that way you can hear me, because she don't have a mic on.
Do you have costumes like the dolls have on?
Are there costumes that dolls have on?
I have the costume that the doll has on. I have my own costume, and that comes straight from the town of Volendam, because I was asked to do programs in schools, so I wanted to have the real costume. So yes, I do. Did I wear that in the Netherlands? No. I wear it because I'm here in the United States.
Okay, you got any more questions?
Yes. Hang on a second. Okay. When you wear those shoes, do you always have to wear the slippers?
When you wear the shoes, do you always have to wear the slippers?
No. When I'm dancing, for example, I don't wear the slippers because basically when I'm done dancing, I take off my wooden shoes and put on my shoes. But those slippers, those leather slippers inside, you would wear them in the Netherlands when you're working out, like the farmer working out in the field. Okay, just then leaves his wooden shoes outside and can walk in there.
And Kevin, do you have a question?
Does the boy still have his finger in the dike holding back the water?
Oh, absolutely. Big statue. Tourists would come to the Netherlands and would ask, now where was that town where the boy stuck the finger in the dike? So it's a wonderful story by an American author, and finally the Dutch decided we'll put up a statue. So in Sparendam, close to Amsterdam, is a wonderful statue of a little boy, and that's the little boy who stuck his finger in the dike.
Okay, I want to thank you for coming, and it's been very fun, and I want you to come again, and maybe you could do your dance for us.
Well, you know, you are in competition there with Ann Perillo of the Schenectady Today Show, but we'll see what we can do.
Okay.
Good luck.
Okay, thank you. Do you want to say hi to anybody now that you're on?
Oh, I'd like to say hi to all the members of Channel 16 and all the people and volunteers who work for Channel 16. I have great admiration for them, and for young fellows like you,
Thank you.
who have the courage to do this and basically to have in the community an opportunity for you to do it.